Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's swissman15 and welcome back to another online battle for Medieval 2 Total War. This one is a free-for-all, and actually I have a lot of these coming out. I played a lot of free-for-alls recently and a lot of them were very good, very close. I don't know which to upload, but I'm going to be probably uploading many, if not all of them. Or at least all of the good ones that I played, which are quite a few. And I'll be away in Switzerland soon, so I'm going to pre-record them and have them go out over a couple of days. But before that, I also want to mention that you may have seen a tournament battle earlier today that I have uploaded. That was a pretty good battle, but tomorrow I'll be uploading the next battle I played against Tetri, which is one of the closest battles I have ever fought. And the winner of that battle, I think, is certainly deserving. Both me and Tetri, whoever won, you will see. But it was certainly one of the best battles I ever fought. Best as in most fun. It was so close, so close. But this is a free-for-all that I played. Actually, I accidentally hit enter too many times at the end. I didn't get to save the replay, but one other player, Thiago, did, and he sent it in to me. So he's playing as Spain. Then we also have Coin Panther playing as Sicily. Over here we have me playing as the Papal States. And then finally we have the Iron Price playing as the Holy Roman Empire with his army hidden. We'll be watching this battle first before us. I'll go back and cut it since they sort of overlap, and then we can watch my battle and then see how it all plays out for this free-for-all. It is played with my rules, VGT rules, meaning no gunpowder, no stratouts, and 15k. Very good battle, and you will see, so I guys sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So, right off the bat, we see Coin Panther has Chivalric Knights, altogether about, what is that, 7 cav? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yep. Plus tons of sword and buckler men, and oh, he's got dismounted broken lances, which is kind of interesting considering the fact that he doesn't have a standard, and they are very prone to rout, and some Norman knights. He's got them weirdly ordered. I'm not sure how he does it. And he's also got, for archers, he's got Muslim archers. He said he was trying them out. They're not the best archers at all. They're decent in melee, surprisingly, but beyond that, they're not too good, especially at shooting, so he's not going to win a skirmish at any rate with that. Then we have Thiago over here, or Thiago. I'll just call him Thiago. He's got 4 units of Pavi's crossbowmen. He's got multiple units of conquistadors. 4 units of conquistadors, not good on the charge, well, decent on the charge, could be better. And he's got 1 unit of Knights of Santiago and his general. For his infantry, he's got, of course, 2 units of conquistadors, 3 units of dismounted feudal knights. Oh, actually all 4, but 1 has an armor upgrade. And then he's got 3 units of Terracchio pikemen, or 4 units of Terracchio pikemen. I'm not exactly a fan of pikemen, but I suppose he is. His cav seems to be a little bit sparse in the upgrades. Like, you can see that these guys have no armor nor attack on it. Total, he has only 6 cav, I think. I wonder where his upgrades went, or his money. I can see that his general is upgraded, definitely, and his conquistadors seem to be armor and attack, most of them. Mounted ones, at least. And he's got a little bit on this dismounted feudal knights. He may have attack upgrades on his infantry that you cannot see, which could be likely, and probably very useful in a fight. Alright, so let us speed up the replay just a little bit and just wait until they start engaging. As you can see, we have some cav going around to the side by Thiago. And oh, here we go. 1 major cav rush. Sort of one of my Swissman charges, dubbed by Apollo long ago when he used to talk to me. We still communicate a little bit, but not as much. And they're just going both in for the charge. These Muslim archers are actually very close, but won't really help with the shooting down the enemy cav, which is what you like to do with some archers. And Thiago getting some good... Oh, he might actually get sandwiched here. Yes, he will. Some of these knights, Norman knights, will sandwich his conquistador unit. Somehow it lived through the fight. And now we have a giant infantry clash. Thiago has much more blob lines, considering the fact that he has pikemen that he wants to integrate to his troops. But at least they're starting infantry line. They're starting a line of infantry fighting. However, I think that Sicily could go through and try to get some flanks through, considering he does seem to have a good start off with the cavalry engagement. And he's also got this conquistador unit very, very low. I don't know where... He's got some cavs sitting around, probably a little bit overwhelmed with micro. This is a very hard stage of the first beginning when you're trying to get every unit to do what it's supposed to. Try and make sure your lines are even and good. And oh my god, this is actually... Sicily is completely surrounding this blob, and he seems to be getting some good charges around here. And this is very surprising. Seems going to be in Sicily's favor at this rate. Of course, I do know the outcome. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, right now it does seem like Sicily's favor. General's bodyguard is in the mix here, near pikemen, which is kind of dangerous, I suppose. But it seems that the amount of infantry... Oh my god, what happened here? It seems that these sort of bucklermen are just melting away to the conquistadors, which is to be expected because conquistadors are great infantry, but he could get a sandwich here. But you don't want any of them routing. The one thing that could prove to be a bane for Sicily is broken lances, which could rout, and if these guys rout, it could ruin his entire line setup. Because he's doing so well everywhere else where he doesn't have poor morale infantry. Cav engagement-wise, it seems Cav has been pretty much eliminated from the fight except for a few units here and there. Sicily has forgotten some of his Chivalric Knights way out in the boondocks. We've also got these conquistadors once again fighting. They were fighting this way, then that way, now this way again. Fighting in every direction. And these pikemen are facing the wrong way. Don't ask them questions, because they just don't want to face that way. Alrighty. And now Sicily seems to have broken through right here, and he could go for a complete sandwich of the middle infantry, which would prove to be useful. But he's also going to split out to go against these infantry. But now, since Spain does have his conquistador units nice and free, and they both have equal amounts of general's bodyguard, the thing is that he has pavis and he has muscle archers, and pavis can really shoot down a general, while muscle archers probably can't do that same kind of fighting ability. And here we go, just a little bit of conquistador is all you need. But these units should be routing. I'm surprised that they haven't yet against such large numbers of Sicilians. Especially those pikemen, who are facing the wrong way again. And there we go, we got a bit of a rout, and that could really help Sicily. But oh my god, it seems that the tables have turned drastically on this flank. Spain has won with his conquistadors. I guarantee you they have at least attack upgrades, because there's no way that they were that fresh after fighting so many troops off. Of course it was just sword and bucklermen, but you know, it still takes a little bit of a beating, with a little bit of hurt. So, but overall it seems to be now swinging in Spain's favor. Of course, their Sicilian general is somewhere. I'm not sure where he has gone off to. Here he is, 2 troops left, but these pavis can certainly cut him down. So you can see that they're targeting him. You see just one just died randomly, and he's still got tons of conquistadors to fight off. And that's just not going to work out, considering that he's got very few lines, a little bit of infantry, but Tracheo pikemen mixed with conquistadors will certainly overpower them. And I think now you can safely say this is going to be a win for Spain. Well done by Thiago, but you never know. You never know what Sicily could put off. But look at all those bolts going straight into the general. Concentration of fire will take him down, and that will be the end of Sicily. I can guarantee that. And that was a good fight. Nice job by Spain. It seems that you can see on the main map, me and Iron have already clashed. The Iron Price playing as Liberian Empire and me as the Papal States. We'll go back to go watch that. Geez, there goes all the Muslim archers. They're not happy at all. They don't have good morale, nor are they good at shooting. Probably didn't get many kills, and they cost far too much. So, in comparison to pavis, at least, where you could get pavis. If Sicily had a pavis, it could have been a different story. He had a great start off, but then overall the infantry on this side was too much to handle, and these conquistadors just always pulled through. And there you go, Sicily's routing, and I'll bring you guys back at the start of Iron and my own battle with him. Of course, you can see that right now the odds are growing in Thiago's favor because we are killing each other off. So I'll see you guys then. And we are back. Welcome to this fight between me and the Iron Price. we'll go through my army comp very quickly. As you can see, we're on the other side of the map, and Iron has his army hidden way up here, which had me off guard considering that his general is way down there. I should have seen that coming, but I did not. But I'll just start. I have 4 units of Poppy's crossbowmen. For my cavalry, I have 4 units of Knights Hospitaller, my general's bodyguard, all of them with armored attack, and then 2 units of Knights Templar with no upgrades whatsoever. For infantry, I have 4 units of dismounted feudal knights and 4 units of broken lances. I think they almost all have armor upgrades except for my middle 2 infantry. The other on the outside do definitely have armor upgrades. And stupid me, in deployment, I left my standard behind and then I forgot to move it a bit, so he is far behind from the rest of the army. But I do have a great cross over there. Then for Iron Price, he has his general bodyguard way off in the distance, but of course he has got his Poppy's crossbowmen. Oh geez, it looks so cool in this forest. I didn't have time to look during the battle. But wow, that's really nice. He's got a bunch of units of feudal knights and of course imperial knights, all with armor upgrades of some sort. And he's got his religious pilgrims, or religious fanatics, same thing. Very versatile unit considering the fact that it's only 180 florins. No defense, but its attack and charge, pretty useful. And of course he's got Teutonic Knights somewhere in here. I saw them a second ago, or I hallucinated them a second ago. Now we'll just continue the fight. Oh, okay, slow it down, slow it down. That was fast. Alright, so I just decide right now I'm going to go for the rush, because he's got the missile advantage, he's got me off-center, and what you're about to see is one of the worst beginnings of to attack you will ever see. It was not very synchronized. I have some cav way ahead. You see this infantry is so far behind in comparison to this infantry, and of course my Great Cross is still nowhere to be seen way back here. He's gonna have to go through all this distance before he can even reach the fight, and that could be very bad considering my infantry is way outclassed. But here we go. Massive cav engagement right now. So much cavalry in one little choke point. I'm trying to surround him as best I can. He's got some mail knights going straight through, but I'm going to sandwich them once again. But I got to pull out because my infantry is not nearly close enough, which is also another poor move in attack. I don't have my infantry to support my cavalry, and of course his cavalry is much, much better than mine in melee. I'm concentrating all my fire on this little blob of Teutonic Knights, trying to take out as many as I can. You can see a good portion of them falling. Look at them all in the woods. It's quite nice looking. They're moving so fast though. It's a lot slower in game because there's not lag. There is lag in game, there isn't here. You can see there's all this infantry out here and religious pilgrims or religious fanatics. We got some charges going around here. I was trying to overwhelm his general right here, but of course he got infantry to the fight, so I had to bail to save my cavalry because we need that, especially when you're fighting Teutonic Knights over in this corner. He ran them far out over that way. Now we have my infantry slowly forming up. Still got units out here, and you can see some out here. Very unbalanced attack by myself. Not the best beginning I had, and my Great Cross is in the middle of this forest. So I'm fighting without it, and I've got infantry like broken lances fighting without the Great Cross support, and they are prone to rout, you know. I still got some cav over here trying to flank around the HRE lines, and some more dismounted broken lances trying to join this fight and take out these cavalry while I can, and all these crossbow bolts going straight to take out the Teutonic Knights, because that is what I need done. Now you can see my infantry finally arriving to the fight over here. We got my Teutonic Knights fighting off my Knights Hospitaller, and it seems to be so far pretty even cav getting, sort of leaning in Iron's favor, but he is taking a lot of damage crossbow-wise. His crossbows are not firing as much, because I did chase him back and run them down a bit, and he hasn't gotten them back into position quite yet, so I've had more time to shoot them. And you can see I'm focusing a lot on his general's unit right over here that was trying to flank me. Doing what I can, but this unit of Knights Templar without any upgrades will not beat his general's bodyguard, but I will delay it for some time. He got some units of Imperial Knights broken through my lines, and now you can see the Great Cross slowly arriving to the fray. Very, very slowly, but unfortunately this side has already broken. My infantry is gone, 2 units of pretty decent numbers still, running away from the army. And that is unfortunate. But on this side, however, my infantry is overwhelming the HRE, and you can see I'm getting a rear charge right now. So we're both winning one flank, and it's pretty even between us right now. I've got my Pavis getting charged by mail knights, but they are now routing, and I'm trying to get my standard here to stop any more routing from occurring. But it just can't move fast. It's a giant, bulky, wooden piece of artillery. Artillery that can't even shoot. So now I got crossbows. I think I was focusing my fire onto this blob. And there goes the Sicilian general. I was very confused by that. I thought that was going to be one of ours, but no, that's a Sicilian general from the last fight you just saw. And here we go. My feudal knights and broken lances are charging through, having broken through these lines, and of course he's got his general's bodyguard somewhere in here that I'm trying to kill so desperately. He does outnumber and outclass my infantry right now, but I do have a giant surround on his infantry, trying to get some charges in, but my cav are just falling to bits, mostly, but some are getting through and getting some decent charges. And there goes, Sicily had just admitted defeat just then, and I still got all my crossbows focusing on these cav now, because you gotta take them out. I didn't realize how many Teutonic Knights he still had. I only had my general's bodyguard and a few scattered units, and I got even more routing by broken lances, which is not a thing I want to see, because he's got so much cav here. I mean, infantry here. Excuse me for that. But his lines are just so great, and now he's got his Pavis going in to supplement his infantry, and he's got no reserve left, but he's got so much there, and I don't have nearly enough to counter that. Try to get more charges with my general inside, take out as many of those troops as I can. Luckily, I have this Great Cross, which will not rout under any circumstances. They will fight and fight. They don't even fight to the death, they just fight, unless you admit defeat. And now he's got all his cav going straight to my Pavis, which is all I pretty much have left. But I see his general, and I just want to take him out and kill him, because he's just a lone guy opposed to my 8 heavy cav. And I just go in, and there he's dead. That is a huge plus for me, even though Iron still has a massive cav advantage. I have escaped with my general alive while his is dead, and he's got tons of units here in a blob, some Imperial Knights I think still that are prone to rout, but of course a lot of dismounted feudal knights. Still a very strong unit. All focusing on this, that is the best part. He had him blob, and I think that is a mistake by him. But he's trying to chase down my cav in general, but I'm just trying to shoot down his cav. He just destroyed a broken lance unit that was returning, unfortunately, but now I got all my troops firing down at his cav and trying to get it out of play, because that is his #1 resource right now. I still got a few units of Knights Hospitaller, 2 of them running around, and then 3 of my own general's bodyguard, and he's got very few Teutonic Knights, but he's going to come here and they're going to rout pretty soon, because they are surrounded by crossbow bolts and fire, and there you go, see all of them gone. And he's got 1 more unit of 3 coming, and I'm running my archers away, because he has heavy infantry that will not catch up to my own, so I want to spread them out and fire at him, and just shoot him down to death in size. And I still got 1 unit of the Great Cross, happy as can be, being the last one left in standing. But then Iron pulls back, his Pavis are routing, he has no cavalry left, and he's got no archers left, just a bunch of heavy infantry, and I have a bunch of Pavis, and I'm just trying to get as many shots in, take them all down. He's going to the forest for cover, and I'm telling him, no, stop running, face me. But of course I was fighting like a skirmisher, backing up and away. I still got some cav here, 4 units, very close. As you can see, balance of power between me and him, and of course Erthiago's there, but Erthiago does now have a majority over both of us, and we're still fighting to the death. So if we just speed up for a few seconds, I start moving into this area to take on the HRE scum, non-believers, and I still have my 1 unit of infantry, the Great Cross, marching his merry way in. Very cinematic. Oh, look at all the dead in the forest. I didn't even see how many died in here. There was just so many. We were fighting right on this edge of the forest. Oh, that was a good fight, that infantry fight. You can see a lot of of our dead. My broken lances got massacred. And here we go. We see his infantry starting to take some crossbow fire. It's going to be deadly for him since it takes him a long time to charge up here, and I got 4 units of Pavis ready to fire, and they are tired and without a general. So I'm just hoping to rout them before they even reach my archers. And as you see, look at all these bolts coming in, raining down, taking out some Imperialites that some don't even seem to have upgrades on them, and yet they're still here. Oh, there goes down some of these religious fanatics. Mowed down indefinitely. And here goes some more of these feudal knights, and now he's got them a little bit more blobbed up, which is good for me, because the more blob they are, the more susceptible they are to archer fire. And I start bluffing with my general, trying to delay his infantry, but look at all these crossbow bolts. It's just a firing squad, taking down all these troops before they can come close to me. And they're all getting tired, charging, and they're all in just one giant blob, and they're just all dying. Look at all of it. So many just dropping one by one. And then you get he gets a mass rout by his Imperialites. They are not happy, and none of them seem to make it all the way. And then he's just turning tail and running as the crossbow bolts continue to mow down his infantry. How nice to see some nice HRE troops get mowed down and fail. But there they go. HRE is routing, and this is somehow a victory for Swissman. Myself. I am Swissman, and I won. I don't know why I said Swissman. I was like, third person. Swissman thinks I did a great job here. Anyway, so now I just have all my Pavis firing in, taking down the last of the HRE scum, just because I want to get more kills than him, just to show my superiority in this fight. It was a very close fight, so good job to the Iron Price playing as the HRE. Definitely got a good, decent ambush on me, but not as good as Zaz is in another free-for-all that you will see. We had a very good fight as well, but I was playing as the HRE that time, which definitely helped me out a tad. Hey, he was playing as Portugal, so it was white and black again, but this time white triumphed. We'll see if white triumphs next time when I show you the Zaz replay. But of course, I don't have much of a chance against Thiago. Thiago has more Pavis than me, probably. He has infantry left and more cav, so I just don't have much of a chance at all here. So let's just speed up this lovely replay. I start marching down my Pavis. I'm like, alright, final stand. He's got his conquistadors over running into the distance. They ended up hiding away from me, which is unfortunate, because I want to shoot them dead before they could do something, but I forgot as I was walking. You can see them going very far into this forest, and then I think I'm going to stop right about here to start shooting at him. I do have a height advantage, but he has got so many numbers it doesn't even matter. Oh, it's not going to help me much. So here we go. He's preparing some shots, and I think I get the first volley in, of course, considering I have the high ground. And then you can see some of these Pavis getting shot down into little bits. But then he's getting some shots back, of course, getting some kills, and all my Pavis are very tired and unhappy. I want to stay by my Great Cross, where they'd be less likely to rout way back here, but I want to move up and just hasten the end of the game. Then he's got his conquistadors running in, and my general somehow got too far away. I think I was afraid of him shooting him dead. So here we go. We got tons of infantry coming in. I'm just trying to concentrate fire, get some of them to rout. You can see a few dying slowly. Just a few tad. And some HRE troops getting slain as well. German troops dying after they have already lost. But as you can see, a lot more troops falling to these crossbows, but he's still got so many numbers, it doesn't matter how many he loses this. He'll just rout my Pavis in seconds flat. And of course, this game is going to hurt Thiago. Great game to Thiago, very, very well done against Sicily. Surprised he pulled that through after what it seemed like at the beginning. So definitely some good play there, and great work with his conquistadors, both mounted and dismounted. And good game to Iron, and good game to Kong Panther, who did their best to slay us. But in the end, me and Thiago triumphed, but then Thiago triumphed over my triumph, so his triumph is even more triumphant. I said triumph too much, I'm sorry. I'm just going for some last-minute shots, getting as many kills as I can. Trying to get some kills with my general, charging him back and forth. Got to deal with these conquistadors, unfortunately. And here we go. I think he dies. Yep, there he goes. My general, the Pope, slain and ended by the Spanish. And there goes pretty much all my army now, because they'll rout. Pavies don't have much morale, and now they don't have a general. They're just not going to stay, even in light of the Great Cross. So that is all. I'll just fast forward to the end to see the results. And here we go. Herthiago getting 934 kills and 98 captures. I getting the most kills. Of course, I think I had more to kill, a little bit more to kill. And of course, you probably just let Panther's troops run away. But I got 1,554, so I did well, but I still lost. Thiago doing incredibly well. Panther getting 741, and Iron getting almost 700. If we look at Thiago's list, he got 116 by a conquistador unit, 82 by some dismounted conquistadors, other one getting 56. So his infantry not doing the damage, but more so his conquistadors mounted doing all the work. Of course, his Pavis also doing really well, 63, 66. The other two doing not as well. And his pikemen, wow, one actually got 55 kills. They're not supposed to get kills, they're just there to be a buffer. So thank you all for watching. Because like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next episode of this online series.